OJ.
This podcast episode is brought to you by Ethiopia Life Herbals, where cannabis and culture combined for one-of-a-kind experience. Visit them at 10 West Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Ethiopia Life or visit their webpage at ethiopialife.com for the latest info on strains and merch. This podcast is also brought to you by
Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique, and you can check them out at 23 West Tradeway in Portmore. You can use my code Ari and 10 to get 10% off your next month purchase.
Well, big up Pure 24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to understand. You can visit their website at pure24store.com. Say that 4 times fast. Their products ship worldwide, and remember, you can use the code The Fix to get 15% off all your purchases on the site. You can just use the link in the description of every video that we post on YouTube. Remember, use the code The Fix to get 10% off all the items. Well, big up Shortcut Barbers, so sharpest of cuts. Shing! Hit up Shortcut Barbers located at 9 Branchstraff Square. You don't know, say you can follow the boy Steve right there. Last but not least, so I big up our Patreon them, especially the Fix National them, DB, Tamagood, Richard, Vaughn, and Zach E. If you want exclusive access to content from us, bonus content, first access to content before them drop on our YouTube channel, you can do so and support us at patreon.com/thefixja. Right now, we just want to send condolences to the family and friends of O'Shane Irons. That is the policeman that was pronounced dead along with cult pastor Kevin Smith. I guess we can just use that for transition to the main topic we talk about today. I thought it was important to really emphasize and highlight that, because in the midst of all the chaos surrounding this pastor brother, I feel like the fact that a policeman, probably a good policeman, just go about him there, think that today would be a regular day on the job. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, car accident, crash, dead. You know what I mean? Can just imagine how him family them and friends them feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we just send condolences to the family and friends of O'Shane Irons. Yeah, tragic stuff. Now, let's get to the spooky shit.
This is for aliens.
This can also double for spooky shit. Because this is some spooky shit. You know what I mean? Now let's talk about it. Monday, this man was being transported to Kingston to be charged. Mm-hmm. The situations surrounding why he would be charged or will be moved to Kingston is apparently not unprecedented. Mm-hmm. And according to
Paula Llewellyn.
There we go. The lawyer, Oman Paula.
The director of public prosecutions.
Right? Mm-hmm. She said basically it was a good chance it would have turned a circus if it did go on, if the charging and thing did go on.
I think she was saying that he would have gotten a much fairer trial in Kingston. But I'm like, to me, that don't make no sense to me, because Jamaica not small. I mean, Jamaica not big. Jamaica is very small, and everybody knows about the situation. So I'm not understand.
Actually, people could have easily traveled to.
Yeah, please.
To Kingston, especially in hardened
if his devout
supporters.
Followers would be so in a matter like these are devout followers. These people would probably take off. Them probably not even work. And if them work, them would take off them work, them take vacation every day just for go see this man. So I really don't understand. Like probably them would have go in as shifts. You know, some people go one day, some people go next. And I've seen video of him and say, Sister Charmaine, Sister Hines, you're coming late. So it look like he will know who will come to him or not come to him. So, you know, I'm just like, that's weird. They would know him. It's not like Jamaica is a big place and people don't have social media or they don't have TV or radio, because it's been the talk of the country. So I just thought that it was weird. I'm like, you have to come out of the country, man, if you're gonna get a fair trial. But anywhere I'm going, it probably would have been skewed, or if it's a circle share worry about, trust me, it wouldn't matter. Because even in a Jamaica, people that show up for say dirty Kevin or his devout followers will find him and support him. So I just never got that reasoning.
So just some more information regarding why it was why he was being moved to Kingston from Emily Shields' Twitter. I read this thread. He could have been tried and charged in St. James, however, there could be a number of hurdles there. St. James Circuit sits, I think, for 1 month from September to around October 15. Circuit is now closed. Next date is November 22 to mid-December. So that may have been an issue as well. B, if matter remain in St. James, the matter would have to go before parish court for committal proceedings and therefore before St. James Circuit. All of this would take a very, very long time. C, jury pool. Jury pool in St. James much smaller than Kingston. D, there will be a lot of security concerns around the trial of this matter. I think this is what my lady De Paula alluded to as well.
That's what I saw.
These concerns could be best addressed in Kingston. E, courtroom availability, etc. are more expansive in Kingston. All the above plus high public interest, fair trial concerns made this case ripe for being moved out of St. James into Kingston. Yeah.
Well, I get the first point that Emily made, I can understand then. Like if it's a case where, you know, justice delayed is justice denied and you have him in lockup and whatever, I guess that would be a cause of, you know, probably right for his lawyers to say. Because every person is one of his or her right is a fair and speedy trial. Yeah. So, you know, even just to bring it to the courts and have the matter brought up to the courts, and it, you know, it would have caused such a delay, I'm sure.
And then the jury pool as well, because there's potential for prejudice there. Because the jury pool would have been from St. James. I would say some have influence there. You see the birthday party what I have?
Well, the
birthday celebration look like...
You mean the parade?
The parade, sorry. Okay. Even party. A parade.
Okay.
This man was moving like Andrew out there in these streets.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know what I mean? So, I guess that's the justification for people who may be wondering why he was being moved.
It would have probably skewed here because maybe more people be like him for dead. Like, when I have now... I mean, the allegiance to him isn't great here.
Maybe that was that was the place that it more likely forget the people and more rightly forget the right charge in a Kingston. Yes, justice. You know what I mean?
Justice. You see how justice not blind? Because everybody in a Kingston, well, according to people who I talked to, everybody in Kingston, he's a demon. And I think he's not of this world, or I don't think he's spiritual. I don't think he's like on the right leaning of spirituality. He's not for good. I think he's a negative influence. I'm trying to not call him a demon. I'm really trying.
No, it's a demon.
So in Kingston, people skewed anyway. So no matter what, it either skewed negatively or positively for him. It no matter. So them just should I keep it but then they said the jury pool small, but me say that's crazy.
But with all things being considered outside of what you are talking about now and all the concerns that Emily bring up, there is precedence for it being moved to Kingston.
No, I mean, I'm not talking about the precedence. I mean, I'm sure, like, yeah, people, Spanish Town gang people, I get tried in a Kingston. I'll be St. Catherine, KSMSC, whatever. But yeah, I get it. I get why they would move people. No matter.
You want to hear the spooky facts now?
Sure.
So apparently, the vehicle where crash was not the vehicle which was meant to take him to Kingston.
Heard that.
Like the vehicle in which he first entered broke down, and another vehicle had to be found. So, his name is Excellency Kevin O. Smith 999, right? So apparently the accident.
What's 999?
So me no know.
Who's for the 9? I thought that 999 was given to him on social media. Is it something that he?
It seemed like that's something that he claimed for himself as well. Maybe it was him flipping around the 666.
That's
and
not
calling
good.
himself 9. I don't know.
That's weird.
His followers would better be able to tell us that story. But hear this though. So there's the 999 thing attached to his name, right? So the accident happened around 9. Apparently, him start him spiritual journey at the age of 9. Him church has been registered since 2012.
12, 13,
How much
14,
years is that?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. 9 years.
So what that not Ari?
9 times 3. 27.
999 Ari. God damn it.
9 was 9. 9 2 is 18. 9 3 is
Dead around
27.
9 o'clock. Yo, oh God. Him dead around 9 o'clock. Right? Him start him spiritual journey around 9. And him church start 9 years ago. Speaking of church, the road where I'm dead on, Church Road. I will not even get in the several myths surrounding the area in and of itself, Bagwalk.
Yeah, well, Flatbridge is a ominous place.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just like it seemed like a perfectly okay road, and then 1 minute the water rise up and it take you away.
Mermaids,
Well,
slave spirits.
well, yeah.
How that go? Yeah, River Mama, yes, I don't call it
don't
mermaid.
know.
Yeah. River Mama, what them call mermaid?
That's the first time ever hearing River
Really?
Mama.
Yeah,
from
River
mermaid.
Mama, yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard that term from
Yes,
mermaid.
well, yeah. That's what we. Yeah, the golden table. You never hear about that?
Wait, I think I know about that, but River Mama.
Yeah. River Mama, what them call it mermaid?
I know them say spirits come out there at night time and blah blah blah, but River Mama.
Sometimes the golden table, yeah. Yeah. That's one myth too. Anyways, whole heap of conversation, yo. Them take him out because him have secret for enough people, because other things that have been popular. It's like daily new details always emerge about the brother. I'm sure by the time this post, some more details are going to emerge about this brother. When I say, yo, him did have a bag of secrets to people, bag of politician. We've seen the pictures them of the bag of noted people within the nation that he's been photographed with and all these things, and them I say, yo, if they go bust people secret and him they have to take him out and all these things.
It's like Jeffrey Epstein. He didn't die by suicide, he was murdered.
Them I call him Kevin Epstein.
I think the thing that isn't shocking, but the news that came out about him today that he was in prison for a sexual assault for violating a man.
In Canada. Because he used to live there.
Yeah.
And get deported.
That's just not.
That not surprising.
That's
not
surprising.
spooky neither.
Like, I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're clearly in church.
I'm clearly Kumsa.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no, but they hear the stories of him being naked.
Yeah, with the young
baptized people.
Bulgarian,
and it's just like, oh, well, you're a predator.
Even that fateful night when the police and bus, it was said that him was fully erect around young boys and everything. Yeah.
It's like you, but then you see, just boy, power, man, power is something, and that's why I say, if him never dead. I mean, I would have loved to talk to him, because it's just like, how.
You really want to talk to him?
Of course, like.
You'd interview him?
I would interview him.
Really?
I would. Just because I want to know how were you able to get these people to be so devoted to you?
Ari, there's plenty other people you could talk to, you know.
No. Mm-mm.
There's plenty other people you
And
could
then with
talk to.
him too, and then I mean, this come out about him being
You can talk to Andrew.
sexual, like to violate people. Like for a country, one, he's a religious person. One, two, wanna claim say in against homosexuality, but yet still,
You
did
could
know
talk to
about
several pastors
Did you
about
know
that.
about his past? Like, was it a case where, like, what about him that made you guys so
So you don't want to talk to the people, them.
more so? But I guess too, me personally, I just want to know, what did he have to say? What was his personality like? Forget these people to be so devoted to him.
His little things, being nice to them, doing certain things for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen and heard several stories where he would do one and few things for people. And that's why I make people be devoted for you. Even street people do them things. They say, yo, I take care of you. So that means, say, yo, I'm a soldier, I'm a dog. You see me? Make sure I say, oh, when ready for roll up and do certain things, they did by my side and all them. There's nothing.
There's a difference with him. There's a difference.
Well, there's a difference with him because he has a quote-unquote higher power attached to him. Can always say, yo.
That's what I say.
And that's how he presented
Because
himself.
the
Even when he
difference
call himself
between-
his excellency and all them thing there. He presented himself as a living manifestation of God on earth. So anything I say is of God and I must be treated as such. And then you'll have people that are fully gullible in believing these things.
I guess
Only
more,
people do
maybe
them things.
more so is maybe it's the persons who follow him. I would really want to talk to them because
Because
it's
me
just
would want there on him.
well, let's see. But I know what you mean about the mythical thing, and I try not to believe because them say believe kill and believe cure. So I don't really try and give in to negative like spirits like that, or But I do appreciate the cautious. You're cautious and skepticism. The caution that you're exhibiting and the skepticism.
Because though it may not be of
but
higher power, could be of a lower power.
But I need a power, depending on what you do. Yeah. But no, it's just I just want to know how were people able to just fall into him? Like him a got sacrifice somebody, like not chipping in your brain for say, yo, he's going to sacrifice someone.
Yo, Aaron, I speak of a lower power, right?
Crazy to me.
Maybe some of the things that you want to know isn't of this world.
I think so, probably.
As a real tag, yeah?
You know what I think probably need to happen? Would there needs to be some sort of like we have to deactivate them, like they've been brainwashed. It's a program, so you have to probably deprogram them and kind of figure out, like, and I guess that's how we'll see it, to like break it down to say how they were really be able to follow him, and especially man, because one person was able to a lower unnamed person really, but I guess high up in the church, he got charged. You see that he's the one that got charged.
Andre Rodok.
Yeah. So I guess he didn't need to move from Mobay.
Charged with 1 count of murder, 1 count of wounding with intent.
Yeah. He didn't need to move to Mobay. Move from Mobay, so I guess he's still alive. So he's going to face the charges. But it's just a case when I just want to know how.
Is he the Sean Storm of the situation?
Me bumbo. I guess.
Or the church
It's
people them
just
not rally
crazy.
around him.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, especially when you hear several church members still coming forward and defending this man.
That's
Some of them
what
are
I'm
saying I'm not
saying.
dead.
That's what I'm saying.
You believe he's dead? Let's talk about that.
Like genuinely, yes, I do believe he's dead. Of course, I believe
There's
he's
pictures
dead.
going around like where him either lie down in the hospital and like him have the mask in his hand. It's almost like him a clutch the mask. And people say, oh,
Rigor mortis get stiff. So even if you like him a clutch it, him get stiff. Rigor.
the picture when me see this, him leg them look like them out. Like when legs give out when people dead, like him look dead.
Oh, I haven't seen a picture. I just saw like a couple of videos. But you know what's sad about it? Like, all jokes aside, and I guess all personal feelings aside, I mean, I said, Jano, like, we're really not take nothing serious. Cause somebody dead, and even ultimately, like, the policeman, well, I guess we all kind of feel sad that the policeman lose him life. But I don't think we should we should be rejoicing in his death. Like, yeah, you laugh a little bit, and of course, I make a one joke saying probably him not there and probably get on a boat and go Miami tomorrow. But
and then the series jokes.
Yeah.
You see that new Pathways
I legit
poster?
thought it was serious. I legit thought that it was a serious
Yo,
thing. Whoever
that
did it
could legit be a series, yo.
did a phenomenal job with it. But I was just
Pathways,
thinking,
do his will, pay thy bill. What a tagline.
But the thing is, man, I said his family, the media has been trying to reach out to his family, and I said the humanity is lost because above it all, whether we think he's demon incarnate, which I do too, he was a real person with a family and then probably suffering from his loss as well. So, it's just like, Jano, he's an asshole. Like, I get he's an asshole. But then just deep down inside of me, I said, we shouldn't really take such joy in his death. Like, we're no better than him, really.
Well, I'm not really sympathetic toward him. I don't have to be.
Well, no, you have to be sympathetic towards him. But, you just have to say, Jano, like, somebody dead,
I guess that's the plot twist in all of it, because he's on his way to be in charge. And
to
my
answer
thing
for
is
someone,
like,
for killing someone.
You need to answer. It's like this, the too easy for him. Go too easy.
Yeah.
Like, you need to get torture, you need for be ridiculed, you need for all of the, Ari, some me believe in that torture and all them things, you see me? I don't believe in that the easy way. That's why when people say, oh, kill him, no. Make him get tortured. You know what I mean? For all the things them and the fuck why I'm going with, him need to be tortured. Him need to live in a prison. With some man where some man in a prison say them treat certain people certain ways. Say, oh, you used to do that? Yeah, man. Beating for you. Nightly basis.
I was going to say something, but I'm not think it right.
What? Tim I go be buggered back.
But he probably would like it.
Probably.
God, I didn't mean that, God. I really didn't.
God.
No, but as I said, like, of course I know I'm no better, but but just as I had to check myself, come myself, like, somebody dead, and granted, like,
served time already.
Yeah,
as what it say.
And granted, like, we more feel bad about the police losing him life because he was just doing his job and end up dying with him. But so even with Kevin Smith, he wasn't a good person. I guess we all kind of formed that conclusion based on the facts that's given. But well, I shouldn't say based on the facts. I said based on the evidence that is being presented to us through the media, he wasn't a nice person. But, ultimately, I have to check myself and say, God, he's dead, and I can't rejoice in death.
I guess I can't see that. I'm not necessarily rejoicing in his death, but when you see certain things happen, that's the thing with this. That's why this is so spooky. There's no in between. It's either this was divine providence or some conspiracy shit really are going for real. I don't think there's any in between. This was divine providence or some spooky shit really are going.
One of the things too that I was saying, because I watched The Omen, right? And I think it's like one of the scariest movies, not because of like the jump scares and whatever, but because it's so grounded in reality that it legit could happen. That's one of the that's why it's so scary to me. But one of the things that I'm gonna take from it, I know it's a movie and but me I laugh and I say, anytime them try to kill Damien, they couldn't kill him. So me I say maybe he wasn't the devil, cause you can't kill the devil.
Probably that's why some of the people don't think he's dead. Some of him followers them I say nah. That's what one of them say like yo him have too much powers. He can't dead from just one car crash. Car crash can't take him out. Too powerful.
I'm joking though about like Devil and Damien and The Omen. I'm joking about that, but Jano, it's just like wow. Yeah. But I would have loved for him to answer to his crimes for real. Like I think that's would have been justice.
Some people are saying,
and I like to find out the case because I guess that deep to it to just to find out really and truly what happened. So the lawyers would do their work, and then more evidence would be revealed, and we'll find out more about what happened and the Pathway International and the whole scheme that's happening there, and then more will be revealed, and then we'll probably would have know the deeper roots.
I think as time goes by, more and more people that are associated with that church
Hopefully
will
them
step
get
forward.
deprogrammed. Yeah.
Yeah, even people who may be deprogrammed over the years, they must step forward and more things are going to be revealed. Some people say, oh, I probably would say, oh, God take him out because he would have waste people taxpayer money. Isn't it? People taxpayer money would have
Well, somebody else is answering for a crime too. So
proceedings and for basically feed him while him in a jail and them things.
But somebody is answering for the crime. Like you said, Andrew, the person, he's getting charged as well, and he's going to face the court. So
yeah. What a season finale. They must say this was a limited series.
When we thought that it would have been like a 5-season
Jaja.
In the streets, now I'm nothing fit, I'm in Jaja in the studio, I bleach, now I'm nowhere for sleep, boy. And we burn them, but we are gonna do it, gonna fuck up a scheme,
Don't stop it, make it run. Never see them when we did a struggle work side. Do me life alright. One judgment life. We things to work hard for them. Never hang out with cheese like condiment. I know we as people, me no want see them.